So the good old-fashioned trad wife grifting content is back with a vengeance, but they've rebranded. They've taken on a new disguise, and it's called princess treatment. This is taking TikTok by storm. There are women advising other women on how to demand princess treatment from their boyfriends, fiancés, or husbands. And it's all a very intricate system of gender roles and power dynamics and communication styles. I can't decode all of it, but this one TikToker named Courtney Palmer was the one who started it all. But first off, I want to show the content that arose as a result of the princess treatment trend. These women on TikTok would sit down their husbands or boyfriends in a chair with a hose pointed at them, and they would have a list of different gestures that you could do for your wife or girlfriend, and they say it's either bare minimum or princess treatment, and you have to answer correctly or else you get hosed down with this hose. So
seems great. Let's
show the example of that we have pulled up.
Mom or princess treatment? Opening car doors, bare minimum.
Yep, that's right.
Perfect. Remembering her birthday, that's astronomically minimum.
Yep.
If you don't know that, you're cooked. Wiping for her?
What?
What is this? That's
this takes a turn.
Because in no world are you doing that for me. Wait, what if we're old though? That's bad.
When you need help pregnancy.
Yeah, that too. You know what? Matter of fact, of course that's bare minimum.
Paying for her hair and nails, that is absolutely princess treatment. I'll stand on that. You do your own nails, and every time you do your hair, you get mad about it.
Exactly, so I have to go to the salon.
So why am I paying for that shit? Bro, bringing her food even when she says she's not hungry, bare minimum. Yep. Sending good morning text, that is princess treatment. We live together. We live together. We literally live together.
I'm actually upset that you've stopped doing that.
Giving her flowers just because. I've done this so many times.
Yeah.
But it's still princess treatment, by the way. Just
it
so
is.
You know. Bring you back to earth for a sec.
All right. You ruined it there.
Buying her a Birkin.
You ruined it there.
Queen treatment.
I agree with that.
Posting her on my story, bare minimum.
Of course.
I just did it today for free. I might be more romantic than you.
All right.
Massaging her whenever she wants, princess treatment. Taking her on a trip, massaging. Picking up the check at dinner, bare minimum. Watching your favorite show, even when I don't want to, bare minimum. Kissing you goodbye, princess treatment.
So this trend went everywhere, and there are countless examples of it.
This is insane. To get a girlfriend in 2025, you have to get waterboarded. That's
now
literally. That is now, you wonder why
the entire comment section is going to be tearing you apart.
The women are waterboarding their boyfriends now. This is getting out of control.
So this prompted a New York Times piece titled, "Can the Princess Treatment Go Too Far?" A popular trend has prompted discussions about how to treat your significant other, what qualifies as the bare minimum, and how this all relates to traditional gender roles. They list a husband opening the car door for his wife, a boyfriend surprising his girlfriend with flowers, remembering her birthday. Okay, all normal stuff so far. This is where we get into a little bit of the weird territory. Tying her shoes for her, or paying for her nail appointments. Are these normal expectations or examples of princess treatments? So this woman, Courtney Palmer, who you're about to watch, is giving women a tutorial on how to expect princess treatment when you're going out to a restaurant with your boyfriend or husband. And the number one rule is basically not speaking to anyone, being an antisocial freak, refusing to act like an adult with a brain that functions properly. And she actually does seem like she's incredibly dysfunctional and needs a caretaker. So let's take a look at her
this lady right here?
video. The one that looks like this, like her shoulders are all the way up to her ears. With the bob.
This lady?
I can't see her on screen.
Oh.
Another question that I'm getting about.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. All right.
Oh no. That's the woman making fun of her.
There's a lot of
that's the one. That's
creepy
the
ladies
one.
with Bob.
That's the one.
Okay. Here we go.
Think about princess
Brace
treatment
yourself.
if you're at a restaurant and how you interact with the waitstaff and the hostess. If I am at a restaurant with my husband, I do not talk to the hostess. I do not open any doors, and I do not order my own food. So someone had sent me a message a couple weeks ago asking about, like, let's say your husband drops you off and he goes to park the car, what do you do? Or if it's raining or something like that and he wants you to put your name down. And I had a very similar situation happen to me with my husband a couple weeks ago. I'll put her question on the screen so you can see exactly what she's saying. But me and my husband pulled up to a restaurant, and he wanted to run in and see. We didn't have a reservation. He wanted to run in. Well, we didn't have a reservation, so we wanted to go up and see if it was possible for us to get in. He pulled the car up at the valet station. I stayed in the car. He got out of the car, told the valet, I'm just going to run in and ask a question. I'm going to leave my car here. I sat in the car while he ran in and asked them. They said, yeah, we have space for you. And my husband said, okay, I'm going to go get my wife, and then I'm going to park the car. So he comes back out, opens my car door, walks me into the restaurant, opens the door, and I stand and wait. I did not make eye contact with the hostess.
No
I
eye
did not
contact.
Talk to her. I waited until my husband came back.
This is like, are you just autistic?
Does the exchange with her, and then we went and sat down. Let's say it's raining. You already have a reservation, okay? Your husband's gonna pull you up to the restaurant. He's gonna get out, open your door. He's gonna walk you to the restaurant door, open the door, and walk you in. He's probably then gonna leave to go park the car. Or he's gonna go exchange whatever he needs to do with the valet.
Who needs
You're
to
just gonna
dissect
stand in the
things
lobby
like this?
or whatever the space is, and you're gonna wait for your husband to come back. You're not gonna go up to the hostess and give the reservation name. You're not gonna talk to her. This isn't out of like a, I'm better than them and I don't need to talk to them and I don't need to, I'm not like it's not in any sense like you're better than the hostess. You're just letting your husband lead and be masculine. He made the reservation. He's taking you out. Let him do the logistics. You're just being a princess. It's not because you're being hoity-toity. You're just letting your husband lead and letting him take care of it.
This lady is mentally ill.
I don't even know another situation where you would need to be dropped off. Usually there's a valet, so you can both get out together. But again, like, you don't have to feel awkward about it. Another huge part of the princess treatment is, I don't know if we specifically talked about this, but the over need to like talk and fill space. Like, you don't need to talk.
She just turned her camera on and just let it fly. She has no plan. I have no idea where this video is going. She doesn't either.
Be able to give the reservation. You can say, oh, I'm so sorry, I'm not sure. My husband will be back, and then you can ask him. You can say it in a very soft and feminine way.
It's like a 5
Say it in a very soft, feminine way.
3 more minutes of this.
Such the wrong way, but
Yeah, just stop her.
that's how I would handle it.
Enough.
For someone who talks so much about not talking, you
Yeah.
are really serving us up a yappuccino, lady.
Yeah.
A yappuccino.
What? You love talking.
I've never
you
heard
love,
that term.
You love making rules. You love like bossing other people around. Like, you are a girl boss in disguise. And on her TikTok page, she goes by the nickname Housewife Princess. This is her entire brand. She just tells other women who are just as neurotic, dysfunctional, and mentally ill as her about all of the ins and outs of how to be a princess. You're not a princess, lady. You need help.
Yeah.
You're like actually mental. Like, no one should dissect social interactions to this level of specificity unless you are on the spectrum and actually maybe in need of a caretaker.
She is one bad prescription away from being a homeless schizophrenic.
She's like walking into these restaurants, and she has one of those backpacks that you give a toddler. It has the invisible leash on it.
Yeah.
And she has like the baby helmet that that people put on their babies these days
Right.
to like form her skull.
I mean, this is a total train wreck. And and her eyes, there's just
She's obviously insane. Just taking a look at this woman, you
there's
know that
insanity,
she's insane.
but there's also despair in her eyes.
She looks miserable. No one wants to be her, but she's instructing other people on how to be her and live her life.
And she's like, she's explaining how to like coach your husband.
Yeah, she's explaining, here's how to covertly police all of your husband's behavior and still act like you're the one who's like powerless
Because we
and
know
submissive.
at the end of the day, like, we know women are crazy. There's no question about that. Phil can tell you. Like, we all know. So this kind of behavior is to be expected. It's that she doesn't have the decency that her husband's gonna see this,
Oh, of course.
and like it's absolute humiliation.
And by the way, this woman tells more details, but she says that she actually stopped working like 6 months ago.
Oh my God.
And then since then has created this whole online persona about how she's just a housewife layabout who does nothing all day and primps herself. And like she's a princess because she doesn't work now. We have a 20 from
flips the camera on and just goes.
Yeah,
There
Alejandro
no
Reyes
direction.
says, just started the stream. I like ominous Phil sitting in the dark. We like it too.
We like it too.
Yeah, she is clearly more like, obviously the average woman is going to be far more neurotic than the average man. That's just built into the differences between us. But she appears to be exceptionally neurotic, and she's obsessed with defining the rules of social interactions. She seems incapable of speaking to or making eye contact with strangers in public.
She's trying to gain control over not having control.
Yeah.
That's what's going on.
Yeah,
here.
and that's what's really like sinister about it, because in this New York Times piece, they ask her why is it that she feels like passionate about making content like this. She says, in regard to her audience, her female audience, they felt so much pressure with the girl boss era to be a working woman, and they had to be so masculine to get through the world. So princess treatment is, in her mind, the antidote to the extremes, the indiscretions of the girl boss era culture that we leaned so heavily into for the past like 15 years, probably more than that. And this is the other extreme end that some people have veered off into, where basically they don't think that they're functioning adults in society. And I just posted something about this on Instagram today about the "I'm just a girl" meme, where adult women are saying like, don't expect anything of me. I'm just a girl. I can't be asked questions about my finances. I'm just a girl. Don't expect me to understand what a 401k is. I'm just a girl.
Maddening.
The whole meme is just like, I am an infant because I'm female. But it's just funny because those are the same women who would be so offended if a man infantilized them.
Right.
But they're the ones posting these memes, and they probably actually in reality do have high-powered, high-paying jobs in the corporate world, and they're using these memes that infantilize them as a coping mechanism for that, like how disempowered they feel.
Yeah.
But this is just another, I think it is a branch off of the trad wife content, which was always a cope and always a LARP.
But I suspect that she did not start conducting herself like this until her 30s, potentially well into her 30s, because it's a seller's market right now. Like, you can be in your 30s and still like find a pretty good, if you're a woman, you can still find a pretty good partner. I suspect, especially in urban areas. And but I don't imagine she conducted herself this way in her 20s.
I doubt this is how her husband fell for her in the first place.
Right.
Like, like over a decade ago.
I think a lot of men, and to be fair, a lot of women are getting the rugs pulled out under them like 2-3 years into a marriage. Because
your spouse just falls down an online rabbit hole that you have no way of predicting that that's going to happen. They lose their minds.
They started intellectualizing bad behaviors that they had been suppressing for long enough.
Oh yeah, this woman comes off like super domineering. Like it comes naturally to her to boss people around, which is why she has this account. But she's like giving women advice. She's like, so that feeling that you have where you just want to slap your husband in the face and you just want to tear his fingernails off, just push it down and just suppress suppress it and just be a soft princess.
Yeah, there's a whole
Don't
sector
say anything.
of online female content creators. There's a whole sector of them that is just them making content on like convincing you not to kill your husband.
I know.
That's literally what's going on.
Literally, that's what this is.
Literally what's
and
going
like,
on.
if you aren't mentally ill, you don't need someone to explain this to you. Like, there's a difference between letting a man like take the lead, I guess, and then not making eye contact with other people in public. And that's why people were like mocking her in these other
I mean, this was a
TikToks.
woman for 5 minutes rationalizing not murdering her husband. In his sleep. That's what's going on here.
Just prove to me that you're not useless. So, okay, I want to show these parodies of Courtney's TikTok.
Princess treatment. If you go out to dinner and your husband orders you something because he is going to order for you, orders you something that you're allergic to, what do you do? Telling him that you're allergic to it or that you would prefer something else would be very emasculating, so you're not going to say anything. If you go into anaphylaxis and you have your EpiPen on you, I would not use it.
That's not demure.
I would simply
Anaphylaxis is not
die.
demure.
Using an EpiPen at a restaurant is not going to look very feminine. It's going to cause a lot of attention. People are going to be looking at you. You're going to take the focus away from your husband. Really, at the end of the day, the most feminine thing that you can be is dead.
And the next one is obviously pointing out the fact that this is a
I'm
veiled
princess,
sexual
so no,
fetish.
I'm not supposed to look at anything. My husband looks at everything
Let's
for
talk
me.
about princess
That's why I have a
treatment if
satin
you're
blanket.
out of
the
He walks me into
other
the
one is
restaurant.
playing.
with the wait staff and the hostess.
Silence.
Front. I don't look at anyone. I keep the tape on my mouth until we sit down because then I'm going to have to eat. But this is princess treatment. I'm not supposed to have to do anything. My husband orders for me. And by ordering for me, I mean he orders 2 foods for himself because one of them he's going to have to pre-chew so that he can then put it in my IV drip so that way I can digest it.
It's like I think part of what's going on here is, and this is, men are doing this too, so this isn't like an anti-woman thing, but this seems to be more pernicious with our female cohorts, is they like feel like they're just getting thrown around by life, like there's zero control over life, they're getting thrown around, so that some women double down and just become girl bosses. But yeah, we're seeing women outsourcing that feeling of getting thrown around by life to their husbands.
Right.
And I don't think men in 2025 are positioned well to lead a woman just because of like the way society is structured.
What do you do with
So you're
someone
just
like
cooked.
this?
You're just cooked.
What do you do when your wife is like this? There's no way you can possibly be good enough.
You
There's no
change your
way
name and flee the
you can
country.
possibly be masculine and enough of a leader for a woman who thinks like this.
Do you ever see those
It's unnatural.
videos? You ever see those videos of the guys and they pay a dude in a camo shirt with an American flag on his side and they take him out to a beach and they're doing like sit-ups in the beach and it's like
No.
fake Marine training.
Okay.
And they do this. They sell these guys that work in offices. They sell them on this because it's like help. It's because that's at home. That's what's at home. So it's like they need to feel like masculine again. They need to feel powerful because when they go home, it's just confusing because nothing
just
in her
like-
lifestyle is feminine except for like what she wants the dynamic between her and her husband to be. And that would just like completely psychologically break you as a man if that's what you were married to for you know, for decades. It's like, and so yeah, seeing the men
Buck broken.
yeah, so seeing the men crash out is like is equally, it's sad.
It's pathetic.
There's just life coaches are making a lot of money right now. That's all I'll say.
Life coaches are making a lot of money.
They're raking it in.
And Courtney is one of them.
Thanks for watching. Listen to full episodes of Pop Culture Crisis on Spotify.
Keep up with us on social media and make sure you subscribe and ring that bell so you never miss the show. Bye, guys.